Good afternoon, Lamarque.
Good afternoon.
You've lived up to the legend. Are you ready?
We are ready, and we will be starting with this video announcement.
You may begin.
Well, hey, y'all, and welcome to Lamarque TV. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. Whether you are back in Lamarque and you're watching this live on Channel 16, Facebook, social media, all the above, or you're here in Denver, Colorado for the 75th Annual All-America City Awards, we are prized and welcome to show you what the City of Lamarque has for you. We're here in Denver, Colorado for the All-America City Awards. I'm your host, JB Pritchett, and it's my honor to showcase Lamarque and how we are keeping democracy alive in 2024. With me today is my co-host.
Buenos días, soy Águeda Jiménez. Hoy en vivo tenemos nuestra reportera Shirley discutiendo la iniciativa Ciudad Segura de Lamarque. Shirley, a ti.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to our special segment of Safe City Initiative. Tonight, we have the pleasure of meeting with Lamarque Police Department Chief Aragon. This initiative has garnered widespread attention for its innovative approach to community policing. Can you give our viewers a brief overview of what it entails?
Certainly, Shirley. The Safe City Initiative is a comprehensive strategy aimed at enhancing public safety through collaboration between law enforcement, community organizations, and residents. It focuses on proactive crime prevention measures, community engagement, and use of innovative techniques that address emerging threats. As an example, we have seen an approximate 35% reduction in crime in 2023 and an increase in community satisfaction with our police services.
That sounds impressive. Thank you, Chief. Officer Stanford, as a community policing officer, can you share some of the specific examples of how the initiative has made a difference in our city?
Absolutely. One of the key components of the initiative is our community policing program, where officers work closely with residents to address neighborhood concerns and build trust. We've also implemented data-driven strategies to identify crime hotspots and deploy resources effectively.
That's incredible progress. Thank you, Officer Stanford. Mr. Lockett, as a telecommunicator, some critics have raised concerns about the potential of over-policing and racial profiling. How does the initiative ensure that this does not unfairly target certain communities?
Well, with a population of 35% Black or African American and 33% Hispanic or Latino, it's a valid concern and one our department takes seriously. From the outset, the department has prioritized transparency and accountability in our approach. We've also implemented rigorous training programs for our officers on implicit bias and cultural sensitivity. Additionally, we actively engage with community leaders and stakeholders to ensure that our policing practices are fair and equitable for all residents.
Well, that's reassuring to hear, Mr. Lockett. Thank you. Lieutenant Rodriguez, looking ahead, what are the next steps for the Safe City Initiative?
As we move forward, we're focused on expanding our community efforts and leveraging technology to stay ahead of evolving threats. Through ongoing dialogue with residents such as the Senior Camera Program, Eyes on Lamarque, and the Organized Crime Task Force, we're able to address their concerns while using their input in our strategies.
Thank you, Lieutenant Rodriguez. Pastor Jervy, it is my understanding that you work in partnership with the Lamarque Police Department. How can other residents get involved in supporting these efforts?
Yes, I'm a chaplain with the Lamarque Chaplain Care Team. We offer services to all first responders, victims, and our community as a whole. Those that are interested in getting involved, I would recommend that they contact the department or go to police.cityoflamarque.org, where they can learn more about how they can become a block captain or even a member of a Community Watch program.
Well, thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Lamarque Police Department, thank you so much for sharing your insight with us today. It's clear that the Safe City Initiative is making a real difference in our community. Thanks for your leadership and your dedication. Ahora, para atrás con Aguita en estudio.
Gracias, Shirley. Reportando en vivo desde las calles de Lamarque es nuestra reportera Kiara Nance sobre la participación de la comunidad. A ti, Kiara.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our special segment on community engagement and the allocation of ARPA funds. Tonight, we're honored to have city staff and residents joining us to discuss this exciting initiative. City Manager Cesar Garcia. The decision to allocate ARPA funds is a significant one for our community. Can you explain how the city involved the residents in this important process?
Absolutely, Kara. The ARPA funds are intended to address the ongoing impacts of the pandemic and invest in long-term recovery and resilience. We believe in the power of community input, which is why we launched a new feature on our community app that allowed residents to vote on how they would like to see those ARPA funds expended. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with an abundance of submissions received. Through this platform, residents submitted their ideas and priorities and then voted on which projects they believed would have the greatest impact on our community using the prioritization tool.
That's a fantastic approach, Cesar. Ms. Nikisha, as a resident of Lamarque, can you give us some examples of the types of projects that the residents voted on?
Certainly, Kiara. So, as a proud resident and a school board member, I have had the opportunity to vote for several of these projects. And what I understand, we have safe streets, drainage, street repairs. We've even created new signs. Kiara, all of those projects are highly voted. So what I want you to understand is that that reflects what we as a community and our concerns. So that is essential to infrastructure and the public safety improvements.
Woo. Sounds like there's a lot of potential for positive change in the city of Lamarque. Kyle, as the head of the city's IT department, how did the municipality ensure that the voting process was fair, transparent, and accessible?
Yes, Kiera, as you know, transparency is a top priority for us. All submissions and votes were tracked through our community mobile app, and the results were made available to the public. Balance and Act has also been integrated into our app and our website to ensure fairness and ease of access. In addition, we held town hall meetings and community forums, both virtual and in person, to gather feedback and ensure that residents were informed about the decision-making process every step of the way.
That's great to hear, Kyle. Ms. Sally, as a resident, what was your experience with the impact of this community-driven approach to allocating the ARPA funds?
The ARPA funds were used in a way that reflected the needs and priorities of our community, which maximized the positive impact it had on our community. By inviting the residents to have a direct say in how these funds were spent, we strengthen our democracy and build a stronger, more resilient Lamarque for generations to come.
That's wonderful. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight and for your commitment to community engagement and citizens' participation in this important process. Now, back to the studio.
Thank you, Kiera. As you can see, Lamarque TV includes many segments that not only gives information, it reports city news, it communicates to all citizens, whether that barrier be what's coming up or what language they speak. Shine on Lamarque is a newscast that we created in order to showcase our local businesses and what they bring to our community. Here to talk to us, our chamber president, Tim Culp, on the importance of Lamarque TV in our business community. Coming to you, Tim.
Thank you. As President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, it's our responsibility to showcase and spotlight our local business community. LMTV has been a fantastic tool in allowing us to do just that. From our ribbon cuttings and open houses, to our industrial after-hour events, to the very important Mayor's Small Business Initiative, we look forward to continuing to strengthen and grow our partnership with the City of Lamarque. Back to you, JB.
Thanks, Tim. And here, our very own Mayor Keith Bell out to give us the weather, to let us know the bright days ahead.
Thanks, JB. And as you can see, it is sunny in Lamarque with a forecast for even brighter days ahead. Whether it's economic development, city infrastructure, quality of life, or the community as a whole, Lamarque is on the move. The future is, in fact, so bright that we decided to bring shades.
It's sunny in Lamarque!